So it's in. I did hit the subframe a little bit, but still touching slightly, so probably gotta hit it a little bit more. So now I'm gonna try to put the mount in, and it's not touching the frame rail. So I don't know. I do not know. So we're back on the H22 Civic. So right now the crankshaft clears a little bit. Just gotta do a little bit more finessing. So I'm gonna pull the engine out, take all the mounts out. So I took out the engine. This is where I gotta hit a little bit more, around right here and right here, so it parses the crankshaft pulley. So I'm gonna start hitting right here and over here a little bit. So basically from here all the way over here. That should give me enough room to clear everything up. What it is, just beat this section in right here. So if everything fits correctly, then I'll just sand it down and paint it. Motor is in. With the new mounts, I have a good amount of clearance. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to take it back out, because I have to switch to 5th gear in the transmission. So I'm going to take everything out tomorrow. In the meantime, just sand that down, paint this over, so at least that area could look semi-decent. And then when I put the transmission back on with the new 5th gear, I could literally just bolt everything up the way it should be and just start organizing the actual whole build. So for right now, everything looks like it clears. So this is the alternator location. So I got a good adjustment, about halfway in. So I should be able to find a belt that fits. And once that's done, so now I'm just gonna take the engine out so I can redo the transmission, paint the engine bay a little bit to fix up where I messed up. But everything looks like it clears. So hopefully this is the final time this thing got come out. Took the transmission out. So now I'm just about to take it apart so I could start installing the 5th gear. So I'm probably gonna do this in a quick time lapse.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society.
So right now we got everything off. So what I'm gonna try to do is just take this fork out and just separate everything while it's on. The whole stack is still installed. So this way I could just make it easier on myself than having to remove it. But it looks like this one's kind of messed up, kind of chewed up, but that's how we're gonna run it. Okay, I don't know how some people are able to get this to just come off, how to use the press to pull the gears off. This one would not come off for nothing, but I took it off. So now I'm just gonna reinstall all the new stuff. So the new 5th gear is on. I just polish this up a little bit so the bearing can slide on a little bit easier. Hopefully it works. And apparently not. So I still gotta tap it on, but this thing was a pain to get on, so I want to make sure it's correct before I put everything back in together. But so for anybody doing the swap, it was fairly easy. The hardest part was literally getting the bearings off, so I actually had to get a puller. But yeah, for the most part everything came out fairly simple. So once they did, I used Scotch-Brite and just cleaned this up, so now the gear move a little freer. Everything seemed to be in order. So now I'm just gonna start putting it together.
These restraints, money, clout, and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy. Think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me. I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working.
So far everything is in. It goes to all the gears. So now I'm just gonna clean off the silicone and just start reassembling. So engine and transmission back together. Painting this area, it's not the best, but it's definitely better than how it was. So that should help with the rust. So now I'm gonna start putting the engine transmission back in the car and do the final assembly.
Quite so thirsty, I'm toxic and psychotic. With this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this.
So we have the engine mounted. I kind of took off from the recording because getting these things lined up was a pain. So yeah, but they're in. Now I'm just gonna put the rear T-bracket on, both all the mounts up, secure everything, and then start with the fuel line, the harness, and start wiring up everything else on the car. So we're just starting to dress everything up. Everything is coming together well. I just need 2 more bolts to hold this mount underneath here. I need to get another bolt for this. All the T-brackets are in. I'm waiting for the intermediate shaft so I can put the axles in. And as usual, TPS sensor. I gotta fix that or get a new one. Things always break. That I need a brake booster hose, but most importantly I gotta get the banjo fit in to switch to convert this over to an AN fit in. I should have some from the all-wheel drive Accord project, but yes. And I heard you know your comments from other ones. I left you in there.
What is that?
For once, some support around here.
What's knocking?
Sound like the front there. Yeah, I can take that.
Where'd you grab us from?
Alright, let's try this one more time. Because of the fast idle. Forget, it's running off the 1,000 IDs, so everything. So it took us a while to get it started. We had some issues. I put more grounds on, and now we got an oil leak from the VTEC solenoid. So I'm gonna have to change that relatively soon. So we're getting places. So I'm gonna wrap this up for today. We got it started. You saw the video. The rattling sound was come from the exhaust. The flange of the back moved, so that's what's making that noise. But for right now, I'm happy.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.